Good morning, and welcome to Ramblings with Joe. Well, the Democrats won big last night. I'm a little bit disappointed. I was really hoping that the party was falling apart. I still think it is. So, Mondami is now going to be the mayor of New York City. He is a self-proclaimed democratic socialist. He believes, well, he's a socialist. That's enough said. Trump has said that he won't be sending any money to support a socialist government. And I don't know if he can get away with it. I hope he can. I think socialists pretty much get what they deserve. I heard someone, I'm not sure who the quote's by, but I heard someone say that the communist system only works until they run out of other people's money. And I believe that. I'm not sure who that quote came from, but that's the essence of the truth. So I'm not sure how New York's going to work out. Unfortunately, we live in interesting times. I think that New York has seen quite a few businesses and businessmen leave. Huge exodus of people from New York during the COVID lockdown. And I think that this is probably going to lead more in that direction. But that's not what really concerns me. What really concerns me is the influx of people they're about to see. I think that there's going to be a huge amount of people that flow into New York City that are there for the benefits, what they consider benefits of socialism, the free medical, the food that, he wants the bodegas to be owned by the state. Generally socialism. It's going to be very interesting to see them try and survive this. I don't know if they can. This city that has more people than Israel has in the country will now be sort of led by a socialist. This is not an experiment. This is not something that, let's see what happens. We know what happens. There's never been a successful socialist government. And the idea that this one will work because they're going to do it right, it's never been done right because it can't be done right. The Democrats won across the board on the big elections. And one of those that won was a fellow named Jones. I want to read to you just this quick little snippet from an article. I'm not sure who this is from the Washington Post. And it's titled, Democrats Sweep in Virginia Despite a Text Scandal. So the Democrats love to say that, that Trump and some other Republicans are Hitleresque or wannabe tyrants. Okay, I think that it's an over-exaggeration. I think it does more harm to your side's point of view than it helps. I believe in the system. I think that the American government system keeps that kind of thing in check. And it does so with the support of the Second Amendment. I have friends who do not believe the Second Amendment should allow us to carry guns. They won't admit that the Second Amendment is exactly that. They're very fond of calling people Hitler. Well, let me read to you what the Democrats in Virginia, who they voted into office. Democrats were expecting a good night in Virginia, but it wasn't clear that would extend to their embattled Attorney General nominee, Jay Jones. Jones won in the end as many voters unhappy with Trump set aside their concerns. Jones's campaign was upended by revelations that he fantasized in 2022 texts about killing a GOP legislative leader and former colleague. He imagined a scenario in which he had 2 bullets to fire at Adolf Hitler, Cambodian dictator Pol Pot, or then State House Speaker Todd Gilbert. Who sounds like the tyrant in this scenario? Well, Jones, in my estimation, is a wannabe tyrant. Just from this one text message, he's okay with the death of his opponent. And of course, he's very happy to call and associate Todd Gilbert with some of the most evil people in the world. This bombastic attitude, this over-the-top comparison will never do any party good. What'll do me good is some of this delicious coffee. The Democrats won last night. They come into Wednesday victorious. I haven't seen the results of my local election here in Georgia yet. There's one big one that has to do with the electric company that everybody's raising all kinds of hell about. We'll see how that turned out. But the idea that we now have a socialist, a self-proclaimed socialist, as the mayor of New York City, it's kind of mind-numbing to me. Kind of, holy crap, that really happened. And it really did. History is a great indicator of where that's headed. Unfortunately, New York City is headed toward failure if, indeed, Mondami is able to enact all of the things that he sees as the path forward. I hope not. On a brighter note, I've been sleeping exceptionally well the last 2 nights. So the wife makes me a chai latte night before last, and phenomenal. Well, number one, I like the taste, and number two, night before last, I slept super good straight through, and I was wondering, is this the chai latte that's allowing me to do it? Now, in the past, she's done this and it's happened before. So last night, I recreated the exact scenario that I did the night before. And bam, good sleep. Fantastic couple nights sleep, and right now, it's kind of pointing toward drinking that chai latte. I'm not sure if it's actually chai latte. She says it comes from an African root. It has pepper in it, and that's always been kind of strange to me. The first time she gave it to me, it's delicious tea, but the first time she gave it to me with the pepper, it surprised me when she gave me the list of ingredients, and pepper was one of them. I've never been a big pepper fan. I mean, I use it occasionally as a spice, but it was actually pretty good. It was beyond good. It was delicious, and if it lets me sleep well at night, well, wow, that's just awesome. It is Wednesday, and I am ready for Wednesday. I've had a pretty good week up to Hump Day. This has been a very, very enjoyable week. Yesterday, my schedule got shuffled around a little bit, and I didn't end up training the guy that was supposed to ride with me. We are short on drivers. Evidently, there's an uptick in something called, what's it called? Hand, foot, and mouth disease. And there are some people that are catching this disease, full-grown adults catching it. I thought it was a childhood disease, but evidently there are some. And the people that catch it are finding out that it's very difficult to walk when the blisters form on the feet, which makes sense. I have never heard of this particular strain of virus going through the adult population, but here we are, still living in interesting times. It is Wednesday, and I am looking forward to a nice day. Yesterday, I started off in a coat, and by mid-morning, that coat had to be stashed. It was a glorious day with the sunshine out and blue skies. It had been a minute since we had a cloudless sky, so that was wonderful. I'm going to go out and I'm going to try and have another one. That was so enjoyable, I think I'll do it again. I hope that you go out and have a wonderful Wednesday, a great Wednesday. I hope that you find peace, love, and dream. Until next time, ciao. I need to get the recipe for that. Paul needs it, and wow, I just started thinking out loud.